Join us on Thursday's Health Matters show when Robin and I interview the therapists from Palm Garden of Ocala. Led by Dr. Jira, physical therapist, and the staff at Palm Garden will talk about the Alter-G anti-gravity treadmill using NASA technology, the Big and Loud program used to treat Parkinson's, and more. The Health Matters program can be heard weekdays at 11:05 right here on The Source, WOCA.
5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning. Right now, the temperature here at the studios is 75 degrees, and it feels like 78, according to AccuWeather.com. And they are also saying the high today reaching 96 with a 30% chance of rain, and the heat index reaching 102 today. So that's not as bad as last week. Last week it was 104, I think. Good morning, Galen. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was good.
You heading to work?
Had a good time. Yeah, I'm on my way to work.
Where are you? Tree zone?
No, I'm just getting on I-75.
Just getting on the interstate. Wow. How is it? Is it a bit busy today?
No more than normal. This time of year, it's not that bad.
So what do you think is happening right now with the tourists? Are they starting to leave? Are they in for a while? Are they, because maybe a week or so ago they were all heading south. I wonder what they're doing now.
It's always just a steady flux. I mean, when I'm driving, I see everything from Texas to, Oklahoma, Georgia. I'll see 4 or 5 states just while I'm driving up. And then when I'm driving back, I see more. It's busier in the afternoon coming south than it is in the morning going north.
Really. It's interesting to live in a tourist state, especially when you drive a tourist corridor like I-75. I mean, that's heavy with tourists, right? That's probably one of the 2 main roads in this state that tourists come in through, right? The 2 interstates.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah. Sure, yeah.
75 and 95. Well, we have later on when we get to it, the top 10 ways that drones are about to change our lives, and one of them touches on what you do in the blood bank. One of them touches on that, so
okay,
kind of interesting if these predictions are right, and these are not like predictions that are a year off. Even they're this year. They're saying, in fact, some of them have happened already. So
I believe it.
I just find it interesting. So, how is the blood supply? Speaking of that.
Yeah, again, right now we're didn't have a great weekend, but we just need people to get out there and get the blood, donate blood. We have just over a 2-day blood supply, so we are in dire straits. We are in critical need for all types, an emergency need for type O, and also an emergency need of platelets. Get out there, give blood. Call us at 622 and. I forgot the 3700. And
hey, you need more than 622.
Yeah, 622-3700, and we'll set up an appointment for you to come in and donate platelets.
There you go. That's it. That's what you're about, is making people aware that there is no other way, that there's a blood supply. I was watching this, other than to be a donor, I was watching an interview this was kind of an interesting interview, Larry King and Regis Philbin. And they're both in their 80s, and there was just the 2 of them on a stage. It was like an hour and 40-minute interview. It was huge, long thing. And Regis was supposed to be interviewing Larry King, but the way it turned out is they were both interviewing each other, and it was kind of interesting because they both have had fascinating lives. And the audience was able to ask a question of Larry King. And one of the questions was, what is the one thing that you think will always remain impossible? And he said, I think it'll always be impossible to create blood. I thought that was an interesting answer, considering he's not in that business. But of course, he's had heart surgery and stuff like that, so maybe he's keenly aware of that stuff. So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's actually received blood transfusion. So,
I'm sure he has.
Yeah, that's interesting that he would say that, because you're right. That's not a typical answer in any stretch.
I know. The one thing you think will always be impossible. He didn't.
Yeah, I don't think that people in my blood center would necessarily say that.
Oh, really?
Not that we think it's possible. It's just not one of those things.
Oh, it wouldn't come to mind. Yeah, I know. Well, I thought the same thing. I thought, well, gosh, I would say bring somebody back from the dead. That might always remain impossible. Although, if you believe in your religion, then I guess.
Well, that's already been done.
Yeah. So okay. So never mind then. Okay.
But then again, Jesus turned water into wine. I don't know. That was a miracle. But yeah, that's just an interesting answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting answer.
Yeah, and it's just it's one man's opinion. And who knows, things, I mean, you could have said, we'll never be able to go faster than the speed of light or something like that. I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, it's just a strange answer. Yeah.
Let me go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air with Galen.
Good morning, Galen, Robin, and Larry. Say, tomorrow, the Bloodmobile is going to be at Palm Garden.
Really?
Nice.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to come out tomorrow afternoon and have a hot dog and whatever else that LifeSouth is going to be giving away, please do.
Really?
Gift of life.
You giving away hot dogs, Galen?
I think so. Yeah, we do that a lot. So
they give away
hot dogs a lot.
They give away wine and cheese. You give away hot dogs.
Hey, we've got something for everybody.
What time is it going to be there? Who wants to answer? Jan?
It's going to be in the afternoon, so come from, say, anywhere from noon to 5.
There you go.
Right.
Do you know the very first time I ever gave blood was a LifeSouth Bloodmobile, and it was when I worked at Park Place all those years ago. Mm-hmm. That was the very first time. I was in my 40s. Yeah, I saw all the lady nurses and the lady workers. They were all going out, no problem. And I'm thinking, oh man, I feel like a big chicken. So I went out.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Jan.
If you have any blood,
Thank you, Jan, for everything.
You betcha.
That's all.
Have a good day, you guys.
Thank you. Sorry,
Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes there's a little.
Doing a you betcha. What was that?
Jan. That was Jan.
You never hear that anymore.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
betcha.
You betcha. Yeah. Yeah. Where's she from? What's her hometown?
I don't
Was it New
remember.
Jersey or something? I think.
I don't remember.
All right.
Minnesota now, since you said you betcha.
All right. And so two of the sponsors of this segment, one of them is Palm Garden of Ocala. So we'll mention them first today. They are a health and rehabilitative center, and long-term health care, of course, is what they do, and skilled nursing is what they offer. And we've got a lady coming in, a pretty lady, right? Galen's former neighbor.
Yes.
On Thursday, talking about the zero gravity treadmill that they have
Palm
over
Garden.
there. Yeah, Palm Garden. So go to Palm Garden, thank them for sponsoring this program, and take a tour. Get yourself educated about what's there. Mm-hmm. PalmGardenofOcala.com. And Penn Flooring has been a sponsor for a long time. They're at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the McKay-Williams Bridge, which I think the name is finally starting to get used, by the way.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Galen, people are calling it the McKay-Williams Bridge. Now we just got to figure out.
I'm sure they are, Larry. I'm sure
They are. They are.
Yeah.
I heard it yesterday. So I was
Where did you hear it? Where did you hear it?
at my family gathering. I was at a family gathering. So,
So somebody who listens to the show a lot used that word.
probably, yeah. Well, no, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere.
gotta start.
McKay and Williams, the governors, are very happy
Right.
for remembering them.
Well, I always thought Ocala was interesting in that we have bridges, they have names, but nobody uses the names.
Right.
Right?
You should use
Okay.
it.
And I'm guilty of
There
it
are
too.
very few bridges that are not really over water that people actually use the proper name for the bridge.
What do you call the bridge that crosses the Ocklawaha River? Just
That's a river, Ocklawaha Bridge. Yeah,
you just call it the Ocklawaha Bridge?
yeah.
Is that what everybody calls it?
Yep.
So what do you call the bridge that crosses
I've
the
always called
Ocklawaha on the way to Fort McCoy? That other, or the Hog Valley out that way, or is it Palatka?
It's not really a bridge. You don't have a choice.
No. It is a bridge.
It is a
Fort
bridge.
McCoy Bridge.
But it's a
I
big.
know it is. I know.
But it's a big bridge. It's a big bridge, just like the one on.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It is.
huge.
But so they must have a name.
Yeah, it
Just
has
I don't
a
know.
name.
Fort Myers. Yeah, I would call it the Fort McCoy Bridge. What I've called it in the past.
So
Once you get over the bridge going to Fort McCoy, it's about a mile. That's how I've always used it.
yes, that's right. So anyway, thank the folks at Penn Flooring for sponsoring this segment. What was I going to say? I was going to tell Galen something else. Oh well, I forget.
You remember.
All right, we will take a break, And then when we come back, I've got the top 10 ways that drones are about to change our lives.
Nice.
You will be fascinated by this. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. This Monday, some sunshine with a thunderstorm around during the afternoon and evening hours, the high 92 to 96. And partly cloudy Monday night, low 73 to 77. Tuesday, sunshine mixing with clouds. There'll be a heavier thunderstorm around at the afternoon, the high 91 to 95. And on Wednesday, partly sunny with a thunderstorm in some places, the high again 91 to 95. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Palm Garden of Ocala leads in the area of orthopedic care with proven outcomes. Planning to have a new hip or knee joint due to arthritis or as the result of a fall? Palm Garden may be the answer. Guests appreciate the services of highly trained therapists and state-of-the-art equipment. And if you pre-register, you can secure a private room at no extra charge by mentioning this ad. Palm Garden makes no bones about it. They provide the best in orthopedic care. Call 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
This is Kendall Carpenter with Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. I want to introduce you to the finest equestrian opportunity available. If you love horses and enjoy Central Florida's mild climate and rich rolling landscape, come explore Golden Ocala. Bridle trails weave their way through this stunningly beautiful community of stately homes. Our state-of-the-art equestrian center will meet all of your equestrian needs with style. Visit us at goldenocala.com.
Need to sell your house? Discover how to easily sell your house fast and for full price in today's market. Join us live this Friday, 9:30 a.m. for Mr. Ocala Real Estate Today. Sell your house now. Full price, fast close. Guaranteed. Call 352-282-3080. 352-282-3080. And join us live right here, 9:30 a.m. Friday.
Join us on Thursday's Health Matters show when Robin and I interview the therapists from Palm Garden of Ocala. Led by Dr. Jira, physical therapist, and the staff at Palm Garden will talk about the Alter-G anti-gravity treadmill using NASA technology, the Big and Loud program used to treat Parkinson's, and more. The Health Matters program can be heard weekdays at 11:05 right here on The Source, WOCA.
All right, 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Galen Unold on the phone. Today, by the way, is National Give Yourself a New Nickname Day. Have you heard of this, Galen?
No, I already have too many nicknames.
You do? I went to a nickname generator, and it gave me the name 1723. And and I was like, what kind of a name is that? 1723. It's like a year. And so one of the questions it asked was, what is your favorite number? And I was like, well, I don't really have a favorite number. Mm-hmm. And somewhere along the line, somebody told me that 17 was the number of change in numerology or something. So I put 17, just because you have to put an answer, right? And I don't know where the 23 came from, except the expression 23 skidoo. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it at all. 17, 23.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't know what any of that means.
You can't give yourself a nickname, by the way. A nickname is earned and bestowed upon you.
Yeah.
So that's the way
I think Michael Jackson gave himself the nickname, the king of...
King of Pop.
Which one?
The king of...
No, he didn't give himself that. No. The media did. No.
Well, there was a news release that we got that said from now on, referred to Michael Jackson as the king of pop. I remember that news release. And that was issued by
I didn't know he gave it to himself.
Well, his company did. Somebody did.
Yeah.
They sent it out to every...
Yeah,
we were all in the media supposed to... Correct. All radio stations were sent something. From now on, when you talk about Michael Jackson, refer to him as the king of pop.
Yeah. Yep.
And I swear Howard Stern gave himself the king of all media.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think Howard Stern...
Yeah, I guess so. That's more of a promotion. I don't think his friends call him the king of pop. That's more like a moniker.
I know. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Like a stage name.
So you can call me 1723 from now on.
Okay.
Yeah, really, that's harder than Larry. A nickname's supposed to be easier than your name.
Yeah. Well, in New York, you know what my nickname is in New York? La. Nobody calls me Larry. Everybody, it's the first syllable, La.
Oh. purpose of a nickname?
Right. All right, I have the top 10 ways that drones are about to change our lives. Number 10, racing. We will actually see it become a sport.
Wow.
I've actually seen like 2 guys racing their drones. So yeah, I mean, people race everything. We race snails and turtles. And why wouldn't we race a drone?
Yeah. So drone racing is something you'll see in the world soon.
Remote control cars. I mean, they had that nice place in Ocala here when we took the kids when they were little.
Yeah.
And they raced the cars.
Number 9, aerial inspections.
Sure. Well, I think they're already being used for that. I mean, like if people want to check out your roof or, check out towers or anything like that they're already being done.
Yeah. T-Mobile has rolled out a program to use drones to inspect over 5,000 towers. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, just think about just purely nothing else than the liability and the potential workman's compensation savings. That instead of sending a human being 300 feet in the air, you just send a drone. I mean, that's first of all, it's a heck of a lot faster, safer, and easier.
And the number 8 ways that drones will change our lives is by shipping, especially in food delivery.
Yeah, that I think will take the longest time because I think people like to pick their own fruits specifically. But yeah, I think that will come. I think that will be the slowest one, though.
You think?
I think Amazon will be first. I think like pizza delivery will come before you pick up your groceries from the grocery store.
That's what I think. Pizza and things like that, yeah.
Chinese, stuff like that, yeah, in major markets.
Chinese.
It'll be a long time before it's in Ocala. Let's be honest.
You think? Well, we have the FedEx office going up.
Yeah, yep. They had a job fair, 500 jobs. Mm-hmm.
I know that drone operators out of the military are finding jobs very, very plentiful. So it's pretty easy for them to get a job.
It says here that some of the offices in the upper floors of the Manhattan skyline already have drone platforms on them to receive deliveries.
That's cool. I got to ask TJ if his building has those.
Oh, geez.
Drone platforms, wow.
Yeah, because they built their own building.
Imagine order a pizza from downstairs, from the street, Order a pizza. The guy, here it comes.
Well, when they were building the Freedom Tower, didn't they have like subway?
They had a subway on the side. Remember that?
Coming up, on the floors. That was pretty cool.
I was the go-to guy for a long time when I was a younger guy out in California. I used to do lead sheets for a music company, and of course I was just a gopher guy, really. And I'd go get the coffee, and I'd go get the food, and I'd go get the cigarettes, and I was always going down that elevator to get something for somebody. Yeah. Number 7 of the ways that drones will change our lives: drug smuggling.
Oh yeah. I can see it.
I bet you they're already being used in some way.
They are.
Yeah, I mean, they've used every other vehicle. Why not use a drone?
In 2015, in January of that year, a drone carrying $50,000 worth of meth crashed just shy of the Mexican-U.S. border. Wow.
Think of all the ones that don't get caught. What is it, like 1 in 10?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So that's already happening. Number 6 is spying. That was an easy one to see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's already being done.
35 states have considered putting drone bills on the books this past year alone. 10 states have...
you mean by governments? I thought you meant by neighbors spying on neighbors.
Yeah, that too. Well, no, but I think the government's involvement is to create laws prohibiting it. So, yeah, you couldn't do it. You couldn't spy on your neighbor.
So say if you've got neighbors that like to sunbathe nude and they build a big fence, you can't take your drone and hover over their backyard.
That's the example everybody uses.
I know. It's a good example.
Have you had this?
I've never had neighbors that did that.
I know.
That I know of. Or neighbors that I would necessarily want to see. So, I don't know. Oh, Derek's not my neighbor.
Number 5 is fishing. I actually watched. I was just curious. Has anybody done this? And yes, a farmer from Peabody, Kansas, has a viral video that shows him catching a fish with his drone. My fear is that fish will be heavy we'll just pull the drone into the water.
Yeah, right.
It's a danger. I've seen it. I'm sure they'll use them to find the fish. Especially if you're doing any kind of tuna fishing, or you want to find where the bait is or something like that. You could use it, but I don't know. I'll have to watch that video of a drone actually catching a fish.
Yeah, you have to. Well, the one that I saw, there was 2 that I saw. One is in ice, and one is just in a pond. And the one in the pond, the guy catches a little tiny fish. Mm-hmm. The one in the ice, they catch a pretty big fish. Mm-hmm. And I'm not so sure what the role of the drone was, to be honest, because it was just a hole in the ice.
Yeah.
but the fish pulled down the drone. The fish did pull down the drone, and it crashed on the ice. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, it's me, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, the reason the government is going to make the laws that you can't spy on your neighbors and stuff, the NSA doesn't want the competition. Have a great day.
Okay. That's right.
He enjoyed that joke, didn't he? I love it.
The number 4 way that drones are about to change our lives is hunting, and this goes in the same category as fishing. I mean, what are you going to do? Shoot an animal from the drone? I don't understand this one.
No, you could spot them. You can spot them and find out where they're at. You have to be pretty high up because they are pretty loud. So you'd have to be up over 200 feet, so you couldn't shoot it. But you could definitely find them and then go track them. Yeah, sure.
All right, so the top 3, I wanted to dwell on number 3 a little bit because this one is really in your line of work. Drones will be used to save lives. What's RCMP? Mounted Police? Royal Canadian Mounted Police. That's what RCMP means, right? Have already saved lives using drones in search and rescue missions in Saskatoon and Nova Scotia. An engineering student at TU Delft in the Netherlands created a tool to help locate stranded and lost hikers using drones. They have an ambulance drone that they're working on. An ambulance drone that can actually administer, what do you call those things again? I was watching this morning, so I'm not reading it.
The paddles?
Yes, thank you. Yes, the heart attack things. A prototype drone was built in with a defibrillator, here now I am reading, and an onboard camera and microphone to allow the medic to operate it remotely until they actually get there.
Wow.
Yeah, those I thought would be in place by now because they do have the technology. Because if you figure that a drone can get somewhere at half the speed because of no traffic, no lights, and everything else, they can get on scene with a defibrillator, and then the person either administers it there or it can be operated remotely. But the one I saw was you had that microphone, and it was step-by-step instruction on exactly what to do for the person who was there. But I'm surprised that's not already here. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. St. John Lutheran Church has one of those. It's in there, and then if something happens, you take this piece of machinery off the wall, and then you start it up, and then you put it on the person, and then it will tell you when the heart rate is good enough for it to self-shock, and it tells you to stand back. It talks to you, so you don't really need to have any training.
Yeah, we have one in every one of our bloodmobiles and all of our centers. We had to by law. So you see them everywhere. They're in almost every public building now by law.
For use in security, here's one. Technology company based out of Austin, Texas, has developed the future of drone security, and it's called Cupid. The drone packs a mean punch. Cupid is a hexacopter that comes equipped with a autopilot tracking and facial recognition system, and it's got an 80,000 volt stun gun.
Wow.
Don't knock you down.
That sounds scary. That sounds, man, just drone flying over you, and you know you're going to get tased any minute?
Yeah.
Well, that would be better, like if you were in a high-speed chase, have the drone chase you instead of cars.
Okay. And finally, number 1 is transportation. There's actually a program called DARPA, DARPA, The military's R&D division, they've been working on it for some time. It'll manage to create super drones consisting of 54 propellers that are powerful enough to take people airborne. Wow. Just like airplanes.
Wow, yeah.
or airships.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Drones are part of our lives. They're going to be more part of our lives.
So we'll see people flying by the window.
Have you ever flown a drone?
No.
Have you ever flown one?
No.
They're incredibly easy to fly.
Really?
They're so stable. It's not like the the helicopters you buy in the mall, and the guy at the mall can do like tricks and everything.
Right. And then you get them and you can't.
How in the world he did that?
Okay. Where's the
thing off the ground?
Where's the Bloodmobile today? I know where it's going to be tomorrow.
On top of the world today, Larry.
On top,
Hey.
right on the tippity top of the world. And tomorrow it's going to be at Palm Garden with hot dogs.
Yes.
There you go. Confirmed.
All right, Galen. Thank you. Have a great day, and thank you for what you do.
All right. Thanks, y'all. Bye.
All right, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Demonstrations continue around the nation over the recent fatal shootings of black men by police. Those protesters in Memphis occupied a major bridge over the Mississippi River last night for several hours. President Obama heads to Dallas tomorrow, where 5 officers were murdered last week.
He will speak at an interfaith memorial service honoring fallen Dallas officers at the request of Dallas Mayor Mike Rawlings. The president has made daily comments on the deadly shootings of the officers, as well as 2 black men shot by officers in Louisiana and Minnesota.
Fox's Gurnell Scott. A Colorado wildfire has destroyed 6 structures and forced 2,000 people from their homes.
Even after we hold it, we have many days of mop-up and work to do inside the fire lines.
Boulder County Sheriff Joe Pelly. 2 campers have been arrested for allegedly starting the fire. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Let's go, guys! Hey, did you guys know that kids who play sports earn more money when they grow up?
Of course. I knew that.
Hey, did you guys know that kids who read books have a bigger vocabulary?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Wow, jinx. Did you guys know that friendly children have more friends?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's true. I knew that. Did you guys know that winter babies are better at music?
Everyone knows that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Pretty obvious.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
obvious.
Oh, hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Huh, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure I knew that.
I'm pretty sure you didn't.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
RL here for Dairy Queen to tell you about some new and tasty foods. 2 of the new items are the Royal Blizzards, packed with extra fruit or fudge, and the new bruschetta chicken, a hot-baked sandwich on focaccia artisan bread. I know I had one for lunch, and it was exceptional. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
You can't put it off any longer. It's time to replace your home's AC system.
The answer is ACEsolvesItAll.com and an exceptionally efficient AC system. Let the pros at ACE show you how you can save on energy monthly and give your family added comfort. The great thing is that ACEsolvesItAll.com is on call 7 to 7, 7 days a week at no extra charge.
For a limited time, mention WOCA and get a special discount.
Call 877-765-4ACE or ACEsolvesItAll.com.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live? That's right. No tape shows here. We know that the news doesn't sleep. And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara. And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment. Right here on WOCA The Source.
Good credits, bad credits.